Hello and welcome to the Markets at Close update from Nirmal here on that. Clearly, if you go to see what a volatility of trade that we have witnessed in today's session, clearly we did see a gap up opening, but in intraday trade, we had actually given up the day's gains. We were almost near the day's lowest levels. But last hour of trade as well did see somewhat of a recovery that did kick in. Overall, it was mainly the positive global cues that were helping us in today's session, in spite of the tensions of India-China border. However, there was some bit of profit booking that the tension actually led to as well. Nifty, however, ended above the 9,900 mark. We ended with gains of almost 1%. The Sensex as well recouped losses in the last hour of trade, and we ended with gains of almost around little over 370 points on that front. Product markets, however, clearly underperformed the benchmark indices in the latter half of the trading session. And if you see Bank Nifty as well, we ended with gains of almost around 2% coming in there. On the sectoral front, it was mainly IT as well as the metal indices that actually ended higher. There was selling pressure that was seen with regards to sectors like Pharma, energy, FMCG, as well as infrastructure. In fact, it was mainly IT and financials that helped us recoup that downtick in today's day of trade. 14 of the 30 Sensex stocks actually ended in the green. It was mainly HDFC Twins, ICICI Bank, Infosys, Kotak Infra Bank that actually contributed to this kind of a recovery and the kind of gains that we saw in today's trading day. BSE Finance, the biggest sectoral gainer, whereas if you see Telecom, that was the biggest sectoral loser as well. The breadth was pretty much still in favor of the declines. So that was an interesting factor that we were watching out for. And as we mentioned, there was profit booking on the back of the tensions on the India-China border. However, global cues was something that was supporting our markets, and that's what gave us this kind of a lead in today's day of trade. Overall, if you see in terms of individual stock-specific action as well, HDFC Twins, ICICI Bank, JSW Steel, Hindalco, UPL, these were the top gainers that did come in trade today. Whereas if you see, again, on the losing front as well, Tata Motors was reacting to numbers, Bharti Infratel, Tech Mahindra, GAIL, Axis Bank, IndusInd Bank, these were the top losers coming in on Nifty 50. On the broader market, Zensar Technologies, Aster DM Healthcare, Swan Energy, Hathway Cable, Bharat Dynamics, Intellect Design, these were a few of the top gainers on BSE 500 in today's session. Whereas Shilpa Medicare, your Tata, IRB Infra, Shoppers Stop, Gujarat Alkalis, and Future Retail, these were the top losers coming in on that front. Reliance Industries hit a 52-week high in today's trading session. So that was an interesting stock to follow. And from the broader markets, you have Alembic Pharma, AstraZeneca Pharma, Bayer Crop Science, Dhanuka Agri, Granules India, Jubilant Life Science were a few of the names that actually hit a 52-week high. Let's understand the movers and shakers. Eastern Trades has resumed operations at various units at Caroline. That was the reason why we did see an upmove that did come in on that counter. Zensar Technologies partnered with Net Forest, and that was one of the reasons why we did see an upmove coming on Zensar Technologies. Electra Green Tech acquired 26% stake in eBay, and we saw good moves on that one. BHEL reported a loss of around 1533 crores in the fourth quarter, and that's what put pressure on BHEL in trade. SBI Cards was up in trade. You had Tata Communication, IEX, Steel Strip Wheels was another counter which was seeing smart gains, and that was again on the back of an order win. So a lot of movers and shakers that we did witness in today's session. But apart from that, in terms of the other newsmakers, you have Natco Pharma as well. That's traded at the highest levels in the last 4 months. And from its 52-week low, if you see Natco Pharma, that stock is up almost around 50% in trade. Insecticides India as well, 5th consecutive session of gains coming in on that counter. Shilpa Medicare, another one where they've said that they will be making acquisitions for 2 companies, and that's something which impacted the stock as well. Bayer Crop Science was also trading at an all-time high in today's day of trade. Maruti Suzuki and IndusInd Bank have also tied up for various finance schemes for the customers, so that was another one that has been in focus. Ipca Laboratories reacted to numbers in today's day. So overall, a lot of stock-specific action that we've been witnessing. It was a pretty volatile day of trade, but it was mainly global cues that were actually supporting our markets as well. So tomorrow's session again is going to be important as to what happens and how US markets react as well, because a load of macro factors that all of us have been watching out for. We've still given up those 10,000 levels in terms of closing basis, but we've still maintained to stay above that 9,900 mark. So let's see where we open up tomorrow and whether we're again able to recoup that those levels, and if you're able to sustain above that 10,000 level, which is again a psychological mark. That's all that we have in the post-market update from Nirmal. Thanks for watching.